Ramping up. Yes, sir. My Marine brother wasn't lying. That's good. Jeepers, creepers, where you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where you get the minds? Should have stayed in California, dumbass. Learn how to actually drive on a back road or something. Jeepers, creepers, where you get? Yeah. They do not know how to drive, operate, or travel or nothing. Jeepers, creepers, where you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where you get those eyes? Better stop surveilling me, you dumb motherfuckers. Come on, geese, baby. I will never run you guys over. No. Go ahead. Y'all got the right of way. They just have to wait. That's right. Don't come over to the truck. I ain't got no bread. I ain't got. Sounds kind of funny. Go on. Get to the water there, buddies. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 40. Damn. Sheep. Oh yeah, it ain't like y'all goats or sheep now. I don't know why I know why they call you mallard. And I don't know why they call you Canadian, because you're all up and down the East Coast. You migrate like the regular, like all the other ones. Thank you, babies. That must be the head. He's standing there all looking like, boy, you got a lot of women there. All right. It's funny. Dumbasses. Y'all might want to stand around and listen to what I got to say today. Well, you don't have to. I don't even care no more. Well, I really never did, really. I just only worried about the few. And I think I've touched the few that need to be touched. Hey, what's up, kids? What? I think already moving on this is coming. I should give him some tuna. Oh, shut the fuck up. Good day, Mike. Hey, yo. Is it there? I don't see the Nissan. No, I don't. Anyway. Hey, Tom, what's up, brother? I better see some more people come here. Jeepers, creepers, we get those peepers. Jeepers, creepers, we get them eyes. Somebody asked me about my old. People are so nosy. I says, you really don't want nothing to do with this, honestly. Because our ancestors didn't use this shit. This is a false covenant that goes against everything that you are. But that's all I'm going to say. For those who know everything, because it seems like I run into a whole bunch of know-it-alls. I don't know why know-it-alls watch me. If you know it all, don't watch me. So I gave y'all synapses about the dragon and the wolf. They don't lie. But I didn't tell you the honest truth because I figured y'all, hey, millennial, what's up, mama? I figured y'all would do the research and you can find it. And though Thumb at one time was close, it could be correct for a number of individuals, but it's not the answer. I was still waiting, and I'm still waiting. But you don't have to tell me. You can in certain little words, I would just know that you know. But I had to tell you that they don't lie. Y'all are in a very, very disturbing time. And I think some of you, no, I don't want you to be afflicted. That means running around, you know how you like NAAA or in the military and boot camp, you realize it's not what you want to do. You miss your family because you think you're going to be gone forever, and it's only 8 to 12 months. We used to crack up laughing at those guys until I realized, wait a minute, this person might have really had a really a wholesome life. And then some people might have had a turbulent life and they wanted a way out and they couldn't find it. So I had to reinvest. This morning, the truck was sitting there surveying me. I said, I ain't here to stop shit. This is how stupid these individuals and these things. Oh yeah, there are things here. You think I was lying about the motherfucker with the eyes closed like that? Y'all people are fucking funny. I am not here to trip. I don't want to be cursing and all that, right? When I told you that story, it's not a made-up fucking story. It was a reason, though. And I've seen, it's my business. Anywho, I knew if I said one thing, the motherfucker will pull right off. I says, I'm not here to stop nothing. I said, just like, well, not verbatim, but this is what I said the way this motherfucker need to hear it. I'm not here to stop nothing. What the fuck are you looking for? Like, get in my way, though, I'll kill a whole lot of you. That motherfucker put in drive and took off. Sitting a couple of car links and wink from me. I'm not playing. I'm not here to fuck with nobody. I ain't here to stop nothing. Do what you gonna do. I'm all for it. Maybe it's my Nordic blood. I don't know. Maybe it's my Nordic bloodline. What the fuck? Maybe they're bothered because I actually say the truth. I'm here to make gods when a bunch of weak ass women don't know the difference between a god and their and a hole in their ass and their head stuck up it. Because see, real women, if this would have been 1920s and 40s, I'd have had women lined up wanting to get the seed to make a fucking god. Only reason why I said it was because I want to see how destroyed you were. And you motherfuckers are destroyed women. And you could thank your own women, well, a certain group of them, for this shit. Because the damn sure wasn't the men. And there are other things in this world y'all know nothing about. The little guy calls himself Bishop, whatever, the little teenage 20-year-old is talking about, look at this picture, right? Those of you who are artists and take pictures, you probably have an idea of what I'm going to say. I mean, I got a six-pack, don't get it fucked up. No, listen. He's got a picture, a very distorted one. If you know about cameras, for any of you who hear a Nokia blah blah 5, whatever the fuck, right? You know that it's easy to do these things, imaging and all that, even as far as to make an AI substitute. And that's what he's utilizing. Saying, no, look at the demons and everything like that. First of all, you're your own fucking worst demon. So just stop paying attention to these idiots. There's darkness. There are things here. There are things crossing the veil. Do y'all know what the veil is? It's like a door, a window per se. It's something that things can come through and from. Through and fro. And they look kind of like you. Kinda. I'm not here to whistleblow on things. There are those who can't stand you, never could. Then there are those who feel like everything needs to take its path, and then there are those who want to intercede. Don't get confused or conflicted. You will never know about the ones that want to intercede. They wouldn't, nobody would. Don't make me reach in there and pull it out, boy. Be some real predator type shit. People were watching me walking around carrying 2 jugs of water yesterday, and they were like, and then in the gym, I'm walking around carrying one all the way around one hand, and they're like, girl goes, did you just carry that jug of water? Oh, shit, I forgot. I wasn't supposed to do that. It's nothing to me. Hand strength is nothing. That's why I have to always be mindful not to tighten things too tight. You know, welding and mechanics. I used to tighten it so tight when they break it off, they bring it back, they break it. And they're like, what the fuck you tightening with? And I go, oh, with a wrench, when I did it with my fingers. That's why I always get on teeth. Why you tightening so tight? There's nothing to prove here. I have a notion of tightening shit very, very tightly. Individualism's a fucking problem. Because y'all don't really have no control whatsoever. Stay away from the human chicken meat, bro. Please, because you just look like another person growing it. Anyway, right? Not judging. Trump at the UN meeting. The other 3 UN here who are fucking sitting there not tapping on it, I don't give a fuck what you think you are or who you are. You better hit the like or dismiss your fucking self. Thank you. It's repetitive. How many of y'all watched the fake Hitler? The stand-in Hitler? The acting Hitler? Portrayed out through Hollywood. The very same thing. But the original one, Adolfo, right? Didn't do none of that. The meeting of Versailles, the second time around, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the UN shit, when we got involved and beat Germany because a bunch of dumbass, ignorant ass Zios and incubator babies who come to fruition. Cabbage Patch children. And their offsprings. And a lot of our misguided fucking delusional thought they would get their freedom and rights. This was promised. Because you got to remember, you got a bunch of Africans and foreigners in the Black Caucus now. Thanks to the dumbass niggas running around in the liberal states. That's right. That's what I said. Dumbass niggers, which is not a bad word. It's only been made bad because it keeps you from learning a truth. Actually, it's a marvelous fucking word. For the autochthonous of the lands. He did the very same spew. The UN should have been dissolved back after World War II. Everybody that knows this knows this. But the Zios kept it in play because they were guided to do so for the very reason what you're dealing with right now. Look at New York. It's got all the darkness over the sky, right? Californians think they're a great thing because they've been in California and it's been sunny and this, that, and bodybuilding and Hollywood and blah, blah, blah. When it's a deep spell, a perversion beyond the scope of what you can understand, or a real spell. And they're over here and people are noticing it. Some of them are stuffing their nose, walking around like they're big shit, and they stink to high fucking heaven. That means to the top of your fucking your dome. And you see the vanity and everything. They are so lost. Now, it's not all of them, but you have a lot of racists that come out of there too. The dumbest ones. What I was stating yesterday, based on Trump's speech, because y'all are very aware that ICE now is militias and ex-police, all kind of different things. And that's why and bounty hunters, that's why they're doing what they're doing and acting the way they're doing. They want to keep the face masked over because you can't see who they are. At least this is on the grapevine. But he gave a speech and he said, opposite to what he said of lately. And you saw Netanyahu's face, right? He says, America first. It should always been this way. But this is the capitulation, the same thing that Adolf Hitler did. And all the other ones who they brought to their knees, using their own people, mind you. You can't make this shit up. Boy, y'all are stupid. Y'all so busy wanting to be on this side and that side, in the middle, intermediary. Oh, I'm not gonna partake. I don't want nothing to do with it. You don't have a fucking clue what's going on. I even had 2 trolls reach out in my Gmail. Dude, I didn't know it was like that, man. Like, motherfucker, don't get yourself in trouble. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. Get your paycheck or whatever the fuck it is. In the story I have to tell, right? They think they're going to marginalize him like they created the story, the stupid idiots. And they're going to make it 3,500. Nigga, I made it up to 7,000. So what now? I changed it. Just like y'all changed like the fucking weather. What you gonna do now? And this story I gotta tell is more important than any fucking bedtime Peter Pan serial killing demon Jin Anasazi, our enemy bullshit. I really didn't want to say anything today, the next day, or the next day. I was just gonna wait till like Tuesday, Wednesday. No, I really just didn't want to. I wanted to see how strong the frequencies, the commonality between the spraying they've done over the last 3-4 days. I wanted to see the effects, and I'm seeing it, so I don't have to wait. Actually, that's why I said let me come on and talk. I can see the disproportionate, and y'all can probably see it too. People's afflictions and everything coming to the surface. And there are those of you who need calm, and that's why I was giving it. And I'm going to continue to give it. That's why we're going to read today. We're just going to read a lot of stuff other than this, because I had to watch it. I had to watch the speech. I had to watch because I knew what I was looking for. And I saw more than what I was looking for. And I was sitting there saying, I wonder who else is going to watch this UN speech. Doing the very same thing. He's doing the very same thing. For those who study Hitler and all that other stuff, Mein Kampf and all that, right? Now, this is my Nordic blood speaking. Let's forget all the bloodline shit. That's just identity fucking problems, all right? But my Nordic blood, right? Real Nordic blood, mind you. It's watching everything unravel. But it was by design. It's dumb. But I'm watching the beauty of y'all starting to see things. Y'all starting to realize things. That's the reason why I keep going. Y'all are starting to realize things. Y'all say things, and I read everything. If y'all notice, I hit likes, and sometimes I don't always comment. I might put a laughy emoji, demon, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You got people talking about the emojis now. Oh my God, I don't know how long they've been doing that, but stay away from these characters. Please do. Anyway, it's just more shit to keep you distracted and head full of a lot of swamp bullshit. All right. But with all that, the Hyuhide, the beauty that I see, and you guys realizing things. Millennial shares videos with me. I love her. I just love it. I love she's working and she's doing what she's doing. The rock. That's what people need to be out doing. Traveling, meeting up, being part of the nomadic ideology. There's so much more there. It really is. And it's beautiful because I watched Tom, I watched Millennial, I watched T. I was pissed off with him last night. I really wanted to pull out the boxing gloves and tell him, I'm gonna put them on, you can go bend knuckles, I'm gonna box you for like fucking 5-10 minutes. And I held back because I said this didn't make sense. I care about people. I care about y'all. But these individuals, they don't give a fuck about you. It don't matter who or what they are, whatever they've convinced you to believe, whatever the fuck, whoever, in layman's terms. Say it. Y'all are a collective, and you haven't even recognized that you're a fucking collective. Right here, you're a collective. Do you know that your thought processing is emitting out factors where there's a connectivity? Are y'all aware of that? Even though this thing with the screen and all that has been created functionality-wise to do more harm than good, y'all are conscious aware that if are aware of that, even if it's not spoken. And then when it's spoken, it changes your thought process. I'm telling you, don't change your thought process. Ignore it. Placebo it. Be the sugar pill. Let it be the sugar pill. All right? Not the real poisons or toxins that are laid out there. I've listened to some of your stories. Y'all have come through some stuff. And if that ain't to let you know who and what you are, I'm attempting to be the benefactor, so therefore you're the benefactor of the benefactor. Okay. So I benefit from it. I see it. You're the benefactor because you're hearing me express it, and I'm not making it up. There's fluidity there. If you go and watch that, for those who don't have a weak stomach and their mind isn't, you know, in a celebration of downfall and raised and trodden upon. So if you're not weak-minded, watch it and look for the little nuances, the speech. And then pull up some of Hitler's speeches they're putting in English now. Trump is playing a role of ethics. America first, after what Biden was allowed to do and Bush and Obama, they were allowed to destroy the company. Now, you won't be able to talk with a liberal or conservative because their views are skewed. And everything else is about hate, death, manipulation, hate, death, manipulation. Y'all are not part of that consortium. You're sentient. You're starting to see the few. This is for the few. This is not for every damn body. I don't care. We got two more again that has a hard time hitting the fucking like button. Get the fuck out of here. Hit the like button. Or stay. I have no problem. It doesn't take long to do things. Everything happens in moments, seconds. So you want to come in here and not hit the like button and pay attention and hear all the good news. If you want to be the absurdity and think that you're well protected, I'm going to show you you're not. This is not a game no more. Be the stigmata, the one nailed to the symbol. I don't care. Now, back to those who matter when we get rid of all the idiots, all right? I have a Marine buddy who kind of moves around the racist groups. And he was talking about, you notice how they were moving all the armored vehicles and everything in all the states, and there were individuals recording them over the last 3 or 4 years. They've been staged. Some because they had to be worked on, this, that, and other, but they've been staged for whatever practical purpose or reason. That's why I laughed at the Chicago gig, talking about, like, we got switches. Like, dude, anybody in the military, anybody that shoots, no, you don't want to go full auto. That is just retarded. They have no clue of what they're doing. They haven't been taught properly. Even with the veterans around them, you know, alcohol and this weed being at 30 and 40 fucking THC levels, like what the, that is not natural. And this is your GOV. That's, well, part of the cabal, I guess, or whatever you want to call them, that has created this shit. Even when they call it indica, which is supposed to be natural, it is not. At all. All right? Trust me, I smoked enough to know what I'm talking about. He said, look, these racists, no, they have been not off, they have been off the screen, they've been training their asses off. And there's a lot of them. And they got 4- and 5-man teams. At any time, they could fuck up a whole lot of folks. Now, it's funny, after 1999, they got y'all focused on Arabs and wanting to kill and all that. And that's your little Zio idiots, your APAC monkeys and all those who mitigate and play with things they shouldn't. And all of a sudden, people who are peaceful, they played it up, regardless of their rules and laws and their, you know, based upon their fatwas and all that stuff, which is nobody's business. We have it here, death penalties and this, that, and other. And people who want murder getting death penalty when guys who serial killers are getting life over 100 fucking years. Make it make sense, right? Anywho, in lieu of that, he says at any moment, and they're speeding this up, them boys are well trained. I'm gonna say it again. While y'all have been thumping around, bumping your heads in the night and stubbing your toes, doing nothing. Even with certain countries and even certain sheriffs and stuff here saying get guns, prepare, store some shit, get high ground, elevation. None of you listen. Now, I loathe and I appreciate the fact that y'all are waking up. But you never know when, where, how. You could be caught up in the crosshairs of it. This is not fear. I want to see which one of you are elevated to the point where all that doesn't matter. That you have extracted and removed the fear. I think my daughter thought I was playing when I left a message telling you I'm not paying any of your fucking bills. Get your mama, get your brother, get everybody, and get the fuck out of Florida. I think she thinks it's a game. That's how comfortable everybody is. We're at low grounds right here. Not for long though. Some of y'all need to survive. Y'all gonna see things. Some of you are gonna see shit. Some of those of you who are fortunate enough, you're gonna see shit. You're gonna see things. Some of you be fortunate, you won't see nothing. You'll go to sleep, your eyes are closed, and you'll never wake up again. It's the way it is. Even if it's you, whatever, it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. Unless people change, and it ain't gonna happen. Even the animals know. I have a friend who has an ant farm. He says, yo, on my ant farm, it's like he has a big one. You walk in, it's like, he's rich. You walk in and he's got this big, like half a foot. And he said for the first time, there was a level where they never really went to. He said for the first time, over a year ago, the ants started digging deeper, making caverns and like going way deep, like to the bottom, storing food, making these things that if water come in, they would be safe in here. Like, it's amazing, the picture. And I was like, wow. They've been digging under the ground. They got an automated digger, a whole bunch of them. They can dig and it just keeps going as long as it's got fuel, it's nuclear or reactor, you know, well, however it works. And it's been digging and digging. They go and they build these little towns and cities in there. And y'all are not included in this. Way, way down. It's nothing new. and you have those who are willing to do whatever it takes up here. I'm not divulging stuff that's not out there. Some things are a little different that I'm speaking on. But there's a lot of individuals who are part of a bigger collective who are very awake, and y'all have seen them. I've been doing this for a long time. This is not new. It's new doing it on YouTube. And the idiots have been stalling, throttling numbers and everything as if it's a benefit, like I care. It's how stupid they are. All right? Ready a bad shot. Brian Gillis, this is why we create real human interaction. Yes! Well, I'm telling you, the word human is not who you are, bro. Trust me on this, all right? Stop using words and spells. But I know what you mean, though, brother. Say your family of the family of man and woman. Say your connectivity to one another. Keep it real simple. But yes. Hey, Dev. Brian, ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on, Millennial? What's up, Mama? The Palestinians they're killing have more claim to that land. Absolutely. 90% of the Jews in Israel are Eastern European. Absolutely. Well, they're not even Jews. You have Hasidics. You have those who are religious. And they're not vile, evil. They've always been against the killing and murder. They love their Palestinian relatives. Some of them got the bloodline. Some of them don't. There are a lot of Arab Jews who are killing Palestinians and Afro-Indigenous people. But regardless of that, that's all out there. It's flick-flock, and you see that Trump decided a thing for America to take over it. There's other things as well, but all that's political. That's all the military-industrial complex stuff, whatever, right? Because people are controlled, entertained, right? But besides that, y'all need to be bothered in a good way, or worried or concerned with having more connectivity here with one another. I attempted to bring a lot of y'all together, and it petered out because y'all's mind state. I have no control over that whatsoever. Not one bit. That's everyone has a choice. You know what I mean? But it's about to get serious, y'all. Let's say we might be in that 3 to 4 year route. That's a reach, right? And everybody's going to get comfortable, and they're not going to notice the broader, bigger picture of what's going on, sadly. But for the few, don't worry yourselves with it. I'm speaking on this stuff because I want to see if y'all are addressing the things that need to be addressed, especially within self. You know what I'm saying? Tom, I want to see everybody. My apologies if I haven't shouted everybody out. Especially when you are already a bad shot. I know. Yeah. Talking about switch. I was rolling. I was balling. When I heard that, right? T went somewhere. I think it was at the library. I was in this I was literally damn near crying to get tissues. I was laughing so hard. I was like, this idiot, he ain't been paying attention to something. Like, he ain't watched Apocalypse Now and Platoon and Hamburger Hill. Like, bullets don't got a name. Goddamn. And the people are on the opposite side of sending, not receiving, though they got come. They know what they're doing. Karma's a mother, right? Anywho, I want y'all to be more focused on the fact that, regardless of everything going on, my mentions, that y'all are bigger than that. If you get to see it or you don't, you just need to have yourself. Actually, when you go, everything's already laid out. For those of you who have a childlike heart and a youngling-like heart, and you aren't so conflicted, and you've allowed yourself to breathe a little bit, I could be wrong about some things. Even I had to come, like everybody else, regardless of what I remember or don't. It's a hellified high mountain to climb. That's all I got to say. There are things you can say to trigger anyone and everyone. And then there are people who play in it, Then there are those who are actually protecting you. They exist. But it's such a small scale. Maybe it could be a larger scale. I'm not aware of everything. Far from it. There are still a lot of good people and individuals. And there are those who are around in circles where they just cannot expand their horizon, sadly. And they're doing things. They didn't let the fiat make them. And they're doing their best to get to that point or place where they're not too diluted, where they can express it in a way that's not concerning, where they can mitigate different factors in this reality. But now y'all all realize, like, everything they've been doing is they've done it slowly, and they've silenced and quieted people who could have benefited by helping. A lot of people didn't hear or know about Dr. Sebi until his death. And then they went and started watching all his videos. They're like, wow, how come I never heard of this person? Well, you think they're going to let something like that out, the genie out the bag? I mean, out the whatever that thing y'all call it, that they put the genie in, the lantern, whatever. I think it was an oil lantern, right? So anyway. And so many more, so many others. Okay? But again, I'm no whistleblower. I guess the story I have to tell, it's not even, absolutely not a whistleblowing thing. I'm not there. I'm not on work in DARPA and NSA. I don't work with none of that crap. They have their own whistleblowers. The story has nothing to do with all that crap. But it definitely speaks on who, it could speak on who benefits and who doesn't. I think everybody ended up benefiting one way or the other. But this is a big game. This is a morbid, sick fucking game. I gotta say it that way. It really is. It's a terrible one. But none of y'all ever thought, how did you get here? How did it come to this? What? None of you ever thought about that? Who was the one that decided, look, we're gonna do this and we're gonna, any of y'all ever thought of that? Buzz Aldrin going to the Antarctic and coming back because he's going crazy, he's talking about this evil out there, there's evil, then boom, he's all of a sudden he's going after that. There are others too. I would like for y'all also to go back and listen to some of the music from the 40s up into the 70s. Soul music. There's a reason why they call us soul people. You ever notice they called us soul people? Soul music. Soul brother, soul sister. Hey, the soul sister. It's the moon. Y'all never paid attention to that? And Hitler really did say, if America, they only knew that they had the sons and daughters, they're messing with God's children, there's a reality. They want to dismiss that like they did everything else. Now people are starting to post it and realize, oh shit, he actually did say that. How do y'all feel about that? And the fact that these beasts of burden are literally, they're fulfilling their rule, which is a very dumb one. And nobody ever looks at how'd they get there, the conditioning that happened. How many of y'all read Talmud and all the other things? How they've utilized people over and over and over to murder and kill. I mean, the Battle of the Somme, when the war was called off, all the so-called enemies walked right by each other. Nobody's shooting and killing each other. They just started collecting their dead and their wounded. Like, that's the kind of control they have. And whoa. Nobody ever questioned that? You never saw it for what it is? It's pretty cool. Hey babies. It's my geese, my little family right there. What's up babies? How y'all doing? I know you want to come over. I'll be getting out soon, okay? Here. Here my babies are looking at me. What y'all doing, guys? Huh? I know, babies. I know. I'm coming out. I'll be coming out. Just hold on. You need to find your inner beast, y'all. They call it animalism. When you find it and get in touch with it, you'll be amazed at what you're really capable of. That's not even the tip of the fucking iceberg. I'm gonna stay silent on that. Some of you have been noticing, and just be quiet. I need green tea. Oh God, I need green tea. Some mushroom coffee or something. But I'm here to ride the storm, ride the wave like y'all. But I feel like I might have to make a trip to the mountains, to the highest point I can, and buckle down and watch. Nebuchadnezzar type shit. Hey man, my wife, we had talked one day, right? My first. And she left a message all angry and mad, her fat ass self. You crackhead. I'm like, what, bitch? You the ones that got the crackhead parents and all in the crackhead neighborhood. You talking to an ex-drug dealer who had to find his way back. The fuck? And it was just funny. And I realized she rented space in my head. Now, it used to be the love for her. But that day, she angered me knowing good and goddamn well that was the farthest thing. Oh yeah, I did try and sell some of that shit. I'm dumb. Always looking for a way out. Always looking for a way to hide myself from me. Now I told y'all I tried that shit with Miss Slaughter, Robin Slaughter. Worst shit in the world. I don't like. Y'all know I don't even like caffeine. I really don't. I don't like nothing that have you. I don't even like a lot of sugar. Y'all saw me eat like 5 or 6 of the mild toys. That's because I can breathe, you know. But anyway, and I didn't even like that. Don't get it messed up. I really don't like bling, bling, bling. I guess because my father shot cocaine up, and I used to have to help him. I detest that shit. And anxiety? Like, what the fuck? I look like smoking crack with anxiety. No, I've done my role and played my part in things. That's for me. I have to study people. Fucking hey. But regardless of that, there are things all around you that see everything. And there are things that are hidden from me at the same time that I'm very unaware of. Even when I was a blackout drunk and when I wasn't, there are things I just don't remember at all. I don't know if it's unimportant, if it's important, I don't know. I want to remember. I want to go, what the fuck? What was that? What was going on? I cannot remember. I remember I went to this party, blackout drunk like a motherfucker. It felt like it was a setup. I couldn't even find my little 25 automatic. I couldn't find it. I remember just having the worst headache, drinking this punch shit in this bowl that was getting me tore up out the frame. I was up, but I was, I can't remember everything. I guess that's so I be a little clearer in what I've been doing. And trust me, I would get a headache just from wanting to remember things. I used to sit there with the tears in my eyes, attempting to remember what the fuck. Talking to people, what did I do one time? I don't know. I'm like, you can't remember either? He's like, dude. And so I'm always wondering, but I don't care about the past. I love my mother. I love my father. By the definition of what y'all think love is. And I don't have to capitulate. I don't have to be forced. I did it because there's something there that's supposed to be. And we call it forgiving, being forgiven. I never had hate towards them, but no malice or anything. Some would say that's weird. Well, y'all come from a different time period from me. It just wasn't there. Maybe it was the old adage of how many people stayed married for 60 and 70 years to that same individual, or the relationships that they had. I think that's gone now. I know it's still here, but in the circle I deal with you guys, So again, I want y'all to go and look at the videos. I want you to take the time, just check it out for yourself and see what you see. Hey, niece, what's going on? Grand Rising. I'm not sharing secrets. But nobody better not get in my fucking way. As crazy as right now, you have little babies and little children who are doing like this because they don't comprehend the destruction that's upon them, and they don't know the proper direction to go other than a religious ideology to which they haven't learned everything. They haven't learned their truth because of these imams and every damn thing else that have just wanted them to capitulate for power. All your fucking leaders are worthless. All of them. In fact, to call them leaders should allude to something. The little babies, the younglings, and yet you see the adults who went through it. Shell shock, PTSD, and other numerous names. Uncontrollable falling up, locking up, shaking, that death stare. Those who are hardened against life, who will do and can be utilized to do anything. There's nothing normal about that. Y'all remember the video with that congressman, that Jew, tormenting, I guess he had a TV show, or it wasn't a congressman, or whatever. He's tormenting that little baby, that little young boy or whatever with the makeup on his face. Remember that? And he tried to hide like it wasn't him, but it was him. He supposedly went and got himself together and he came back and he's allowed to just sit there and talk. What kind of system allows that? Well, I'm out of fiat, people. I put the last little bit of gas in the here. I just wanted to have enough gas. I got about a quarter tank, so I'm probably might go to the gym today and go and park and just wait until I get paid Monday or whatever. This gas, the gas should be no more than about 50 or 75%. I'm being dead ass honest. Everywhere. But your leaders, all you little greedy rich bastards, all those foreigners, the dumbasses, who have no idea of how they've set themselves up. They won't see this. The idiots who want to throttle and all that, and think they're doing me a favor or some shit, who are doing themselves a disservice, have no fucking clue. And that's why I'm doing what I do, because I like it. I know, Red, that's kind of dark. I am not going to lie to you. I like it. And by now, you know, Florida is one of the states that I would fucking eviscerate and eradicate from this whole land mass. That's one. But you'll never know the other one. They're going to take care of that anyway. With some super duper hurricane or some shit. I don't know. I don't even care. The moment it's gone, I hope that all the mayors and every fucking body don't get to leave. I hope there's a freak incident where they don't get to leave in time. Be an example. It is what it is. When they started destroying Tartary, we're going to call it Tartars, right? Tartary. And all the killing and the murder and that grand fight, that fight y'all know nothing about. Was it against something outside or against self? We've seen enough wars to think that it was against self. But there are stories in war that nobody ever hear about. Giants, certain aircraft, certain things, weapons going off that nobody can explain. I mean, not just the Kandahar giant, all right? That certain special operators swear by, literally have been put in psych wards and shit. I don't know, y'all. Figure it out. Why would Buzz Aldrin, who's part of the whole game, start telling the truth about not landing on the moon and then go to Antarctica and be go, oh, fuck, there's evil? What did he really get to see? I'm live, brother.
You live in there?
No, man, I live on Earth. I live here.
Hey,
Hold on.
Mike Miller?
No.
You look just like him, man.
Appreciate that.
You got the same voice, everything.
Appreciate that.
All right, man, take care.
You too, brother. But you noticed the answer, you know. What is living? You see what I'm talking about? People have been brought to a minuscule way of thought and thinking. That's not living. To be in a house with a door and windows, is that living? What is living? I said it'll connect. Again, what is living? That was a great question. He's not living. And that's a sad thing. And a lot of you haven't been living. Living doesn't mean outside, inside. I mean, in some structure. If living is to allude to life, and life is to living, then what is it? I don't have to get all philosophical. You see what I'm talking about? I played with my goatee a few times, you know what I mean? I had to turn on all messages. Can I help late next week? No, I'll be good next week. Someone put a red box sign on it. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and bring these little things up. And that was awesome, man. I love that. What is living? That would be another great podcast to set up. It really would. To see people spin on what living and life is. I know y'all brains are turning like clockwork. Holy shit. And you never even thought about it, did you? Those who speak it don't know the first thing about it. Those who question it rival it. Those who steep themselves in it to see, they find it. Excuse my language too for the little dirty words I said. My apologies. All right, get it, Papa, get it. That's right, get it, man. Get it, man. Do that thing, bruh. That's what's up. I should be out there running my belly out. I don't have a big belly like that. I just got, and it's going down a lot. I got my little love handle. I got a pretty solid six-pack, y'all. I was looking in the mirror like, oh, damn, it's still there. Now my chest is starting to swell up. I don't want my chest to be big like it used to be because people thought I was on steroids. And surgery and all that other stuff, you know, the deflation. I like it like that. Because power doesn't come from there. You know, it comes from your foot. Anyway, up. You know. Love yourself. Whatever you think love means. But hey, look, guys. Take what I said, and what I talked about, and what I discussed, some of the things y'all mentioned, and have a real look at it, a real long look. You can hit my Cashapp. If you want to donate a couple $, I'll throw that in the tank. Niece, thank you yesterday for the donation because I put that in the tank. I was gonna try and get some water and stuff, but I was like, I got enough to get water. I was like, I just put it in my tank. And it's like I put it in the tank. I don't know. I think a lot of these gas stations, the pumps are rigged. You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat, know thyself. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No one's really wrong. There's nothing wrong with loving Trump. Nothing wrong with hating him. It's the beautiful thing about this country. But hate is a real, very hard thing. And love is historic to what? Evil. It is. Because if you have to love one thing, that means you have to hate something else. So, a lot of fallacies in so-called life. And most people don't know what it is, life or living. I just gave you a little tea there. I hope you run with it and sip it slowly. Is that weighted? Is that weighted?
Yes, it is.
Yo, I had one when I used to box, man. 25 pounds. I still got the weights. Oh man, the best after like 7 years it tore up, you know.
Did it?
But yeah, it was old. My boxing gloves, my tee, you know, Everlast. So yeah, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's far from done though. Appreciate it. Far from done.
Does it get a little hot in there?
Actually, surprisingly, if I put the insulation and stuff, it'd be more cooler, but it could be like a sauna, but out here it's actually more hot.
Yeah.
It is. It's weird because it's wood. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
True.
But out here, it's I would give about a 5-degree difference.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
still
not so
hot,
bad. It's hot.
and I got my little fans and stuff like that. I turn them on, cools
Nice.
off. You know, it's pretty. But I'm gonna put everything that needs to be in there, hopefully, before the world goes completely to shit.
I know. I was just thinking because I've seen you here the last few days.
Yeah, nomading. There's thousands. I didn't know so many. You know, the moment I got on the road, and they come up. Yeah, we over here and we're over there. I was like, I'll be there. Let me get this thing finished.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? I don't want to go in there like, because the next thing you know, it'd be like the cubes, all the little L's working on it, which I wouldn't have no problem. But you know,
Yeah.
I have a vision. You
I
know.
took a picture of your truck the other day and
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
sent it to my
yeah.
buddy who builds everything like you do. It looks like.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, ingenious, huh? And you know, he said, yeah, it's pretty cool. He's like, I bet it is a little hot. I was thinking as I walked over here, did you cut any? Is there any holes in the
Yeah,
top?
there's holes and stuff. There's things, and yeah, there's
Yeah.
things that can assist in the hair. I'm still caulking, and you can see I'm using foam, and I have like resin. I gotta get up when I fiberglass and do the resin, and then it'll be like a damn hot box. It'll be like a you know, pot roast, and so I have to actually have like where the bathroom is going to be at the shower. It's like I've got 2 CPU fans for an exhaust. That'll also help. Then there's going to be a escape hatch
Oh,
that's
cool.
right above the sleeping quarters. So that's going to be about 2 by 3. So that's all the work I've got to do as far as that. And then I want to make sure, because I got more than enough room for the 200 or 240, 2 of them. What, solar panels, the inverter, all that stuff, all that's already where it's supposed to be at. So
Wow. Well,
yeah.
Way more than it looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's a lot more work. I've got about $700 worth of equipment in there, but I haven't found a place where I want to work on it at. So,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, if I was over in Florida, damn house of mine, I'd be back there nonstop working. But
Sure.
here I am. I could go to the res. I could drive 6 hours and go back to the res. I got a little piece of land out there. I can, you know, I purchased from Apple Nation that I can go and be there.
Hang out there.
Yeah, yeah. But
What's
now, Jim
Jim,
Redwood.
Richard. Nice
How you
to
doing,
meet
Rich? Pleasure.
Yeah,
Pleasure.
doing great.
How much weight is on there?
Well, it'll hold 30. I only
Yeah,
have,
25, 30. That's what that's for. Yeah,
I
yeah.
only have 17 in it right now.
You really only need 10, as long as you're walking fast. I wouldn't
Right.
run with it.
No, I'm not much of a
That's
runner
one of the mistakes we
anyway,
made when we was coming up with the little weighted vest in Pennsylvania, Muhammad Ali's training boxing camp.
Yeah.
They used to give us a sand one and put the ankle weights on. A lot of people's knees are bad now. Mine are. So,
Sure, sure.
yeah. So, you know, but yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm lucky. I'm 68 and I still don't have.
68.
Say something. I don't have any knee problems.
You got me about 8 years on. Yeah, about
Yeah?
a little more. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
nice.
awesome, bro. Hey, man, we come from a different generation, man.
Totally.
Thank goodness.
Totally.
Thank friggin' good.
Yeah, Jim, right?
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah, I'm always here, man.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
Take it easy.
You too. Hey, Zuri McConan, what's going on? Hey, shalom. What's up? Shalom. What's happening? It's great to see you guys. Going quickly while working, right? Appreciate it. You can send a couple of dollars, man. Let's get this gas tank right. But no, I appreciate you guys. Y'all being here is more than enough. I appreciate that. I hope y'all go back and watch it from the beginning and watch it a couple of times. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I took down the shorts because I was just upset. I was like, where's Tia? Because I care about people. I always do. If you're with me, I care about you. I wouldn't give a damn if you stab me in my neck. I care about people. Always have and always will. I don't understand it. I'd rather not care about y'all. But there's something that's put inside me. I don't know what it is. And it is what it is. All right. And I have absolutely no control over it. Ain't that crazy? None whatsoever. I used to ask, why am I teaching these women and children martial arts when I know they'll pay $75 an hour? And I would train them for 2 and 3 hours. I literally had guys, police department guys, who come work out with me and would pay me $50 and $75. You know, twice a week, you know, for 2 hours. but I'm not about the fiat. It helps in the world we live in, and I respect that. I don't like stupid. I don't like when I've been stupid. I don't like stupid at all, you know? Nothing good comes from stupid other than, well, what good could come from stupid is making the corrections. And other than that, damn, the win. Anyway, making the corrections and stuff, right? My big ass eyes, I catch everything. But my big Asiatic eyes, right? Anyway, stupid is as stupid does, but it doesn't always. It doesn't, compared to does, have to stay there. Something's gonna give. I don't know what it is. I don't know when or how. I just know it is. I wish I knew, you know what I mean? I wish I knew. I've searched the depths of my existence. I've asked. I'm always asking. It's not for me to know, man. It's not for me to know. But I know every one of those knuckleheads that have murdered children, talking to them, there's no such thing as hate. What's going to happen to them is beyond comprehension. Those who have partaken, it doesn't matter where they're from, what they think they are, who they are, whatever. That's all I got to say to that. Are y'all aware that y'all really have been eating a lot of human DNA? I know there are those who remember me from on Facebook when I was putting up the Soylent Green drink, putting up the Omega Man, the Soylent Green, you know, sharing it from YouTube, and everybody ignored it. I was in the store the other day and saw people picking up four of those 4-packs of Soylent Green, like really the fucking drinks. I'm like, they don't have a fucking clue what. Oh well. They tell you and they put it out there. And have no control over that shit. I remember one day I was like, man, I should try that shit and see what's going to happen. No. Have any of y'all looked into that young sister that had the upper and lower jawbone of a human person? Of a person, excuse me. Humans in lieu of a sea beast or a beast from the sea, some shit, I don't know, some crazy stuff. But anyway, any of y'all looked into that? What in the hot? What in the hot blood? What was she eating to have a jawbone in the first place? I was trying to find out what was she eating. What the? How you got? What was it? It was neck bones? It was oxtails or something? What the? I ain't going further. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Man. How about the one time the guy bit into the burger and bit into the human tooth? Or how about the one where they was eating the fried chicken tenders or whatever, and it was a finger or the fingernail? I forget that one. That one was just, I didn't even want to look no further. I was like, okay. I was just going to ask him, well, did you suck it down to the bone? I know that's wrong. Okay, dark humor. I'm stopped. I'm still a veteran. I mean, I got you. I appreciate it, sir. I saw someone looking like a tan lizard earlier with the way his face was sunk. Wow. Who was it? Oh, you talking about somebody like around you? Well, stay away from them. Trust me. Somebody said this, what's on TikTok? They were like, you ever notice that some people who aren't really that old are walking really jacked up? And I was like, man, I got bad knees and back. Shit. Sometimes I step out and I gotta get myself. He said, no, these people walking like the body, they done wore the body out. Like And who would do that? Well, you're drug and alcoholics, you know. But when I started looking at what they were saying and what they were getting to, I was like, oh, body snatchers. Maybe it's time for them to jump souls or jump bodies. I don't know. But I remember that. And you know what I'm talking about? It could be. I'm not one to get into all that, all right? That's for whoever does that. I don't, that's not my forte. I'm not here to expose, you know. Look at this. Let me see. Let me see if I got something here. Okay. So you see City Line, I'm gonna show it to you. City Line Pharmacy, White Plains Road, Lewis Pharmacy Inc. That's Bronx, New York, okay? When I got these. I keep these clonazepams. These are one of the original ones I got, all right? Now, this is 2009. Now, when you see this, you have been nurtured to believe that this is practical and with purpose and it's good for you because it's pharmacy, RX, right? It's hospital. Doctor, Bello Bologne, right? Clonopin, 1 milligram. This is when I said they had me on 1 milligram. I was supposed to be on just 5 to 6 weeks and then stop. Avoid alcohol. Do not drive if drowsy. That's to convince you that, okay, they're looking out for me. But what they don't tell you, and all that, it's hidden, like they live. Sleep, drowsy, indulge, overindulge, you know, like the little black and white signs. And they say, oh, little tiny pill. But you take a whole bunch of them, right? And what's the outcome? What's the effects, cause and effects? So it stops the neural response, right? You don't have the minerals that can correct everything. You're not getting the proper frequencies. So my anxiety was brought on by pain. I actually still believe that this was supposed to be beneficial. Lied to. Poisoned by the very department we serve. And when I started coming to reality, I started weaning myself off. When I talked to a Hindu doctor I told you about, and you know, retired, playing golf, and he says, you need to get off of that, however you can. When I went to them, they wanted to give me trazodone and this other stuff to activate it. I was like, and I looked at the side effects of that. I says, damn, that has more. What is going on here? It's just the system is geared to poison to get rid of you. I still have the trazodone and the other crap too. I keep it as a reminder. Okay? You see what I'm saying? There are things that whisper death, but you see assistance and help because you've been conditioned to think that everybody in this role is to assist and help you. Now, what man or woman wants to go around killing one another unless they've been grafted in, selected, or groomed? Hypothetically. No, I keep that shit. The last order, totally different from the beginning of the year and original. Now, this is 2009. This is not the first. It was before that. Like I said, 2013, 14. I've been on 13, 12 or 13, 2009. Oh, shit. Yeah. How long is that? Yeah, I was getting long before that. Shit. It's 2025, y'all. I was getting it 2004? It was 20 years, right? About 20 years? 19 to 20 years, some shit like that. I've been on this crap. You see what I'm saying? Yet I was still able to fight through it as if it was a placebo. And it definitely wasn't. First time I went cold turkey, I got headaches out the ass, and they said, oh, you know, you could be getting ready to have an aneurysm or a stroke or some shit. And I was like, what? I got right back on that shit. And then I started reading about dandelion and lemon and, you know, lavender, and going to see Dr. Sebi when he's in New York, fucking all that stuff, and other, you know. And I started, and I had about 5 times I tried to get off this shit. This time I said, I don't care what happens. I just stopped. Y'all remember? I just stopped. I don't care what happens. It's unimportant to me. And I need lavender and lemon, but I like it. But it's good to have a break from it too. So you see, I'm not going to sit here and just lie. If I remember some shit, I'll be like, oh, guess what I found out or what I remembered. And I'll be the first to tell you, oh, shit. You know, or, oh, check this out. You know, I mean, excuse my language again. I hope y'all stay as honest, you know what I mean, to yourselves. You don't have to share everything with everybody, but it's a freeing thing, you know. So, but that sunken face, I've seen it on individuals too. And a lot of times you'd be surprised if you start getting into psychology and certain meds and stuff, certain things missed from diets. People who drink a lot of soda, who have the opposite with the thyroid, where they don't gain weight and all that, they'll get that sunken face. There's ex-pro bodybuilders who, about your size now, who are on steroids and everything, they got all that. Because of the features and the bone structures changing, they get the sunken face, they get that thing, they get the big hands and feet and all that kind of stuff. Tiny little swagger, you know what I'm saying? But reality is reality, you know. It's like it's been a serious system of glitches and things, malfeasance to hurt and harm individuals, maybe. And it doesn't matter who you are. Are there soldiers out there, super soldiers, we even call it? Absolutely. Hell yeah. Yeah, they're out there. God dang right. Why wouldn't they be? I mean, the majority of you are weak as hell now, one way or another. You can't call upon certain things. You can't react a certain way to certain things. And it ain't like you're going to change it overnight. But regardless of all that, that's other shit that, you know, I ain't got nothing to do with. You know? Anyway, I'm going to get out. Scrum Miss Maze, if you want to donate, I appreciate it. You said you sent something. I'm going to take a look, god dang it. So I can share my appreciation. Oh man, this thing ain't doing it. It ain't working. What happened? Yeah. Oh. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Okay. Brass facts. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Zuri, appreciate you, beloved. Yo, that's going in the gas tank, man. I go Planet Fitness and EOS Gym. I love working out. Oh, I gotta put today when I go to the gym, I'm gonna put that together. It's supposed to rain like crazy. I'm gonna put together a little workout, the before and after, so that way you guys can see it. My boy Marcus Reynolds, he did a pretty good one on Planet Fitness. I love my brother. He was a MMA fighter and stuff like that. I don't know if he's gonna keep doing. He's got a beautiful woman. Anybody follow him on Facebook or anything like that? Instagram, Marcus Reynolds. He walks around looking like the melanated version of Goku, like for real. And yeah, I support him, everything he does, man. He's trained with his brother. And anyone else, anything you're doing in this world, you know, if it's just a pastime, and do it. Your job, do it the best you can with all your heart, you know. Be invested, you know. Things can't change, but they've got a lot of stuff they want to put to use, and they can't put it to use now. Y'all can't see it. Y'all be going like all the other times. Look, I knew it. Look. No, they want a world that they can control in their whatever you want to call it. Okay, and something you can look at without getting all crazy about it. You know what I mean? All right, walk it out with them big ass feet. All right, but appreciate you guys. You know, and yeah, later on we're gonna read Helen Blavatsky. I know I used to go hard on the Theosophical Society, but that was after she's dead and the fact that they perverted it. All right, I figured y'all would have figured it out. And I was like, I need to read that to y'all so we can change it a little bit and you can see that there's a benefit in some of this. For the few. All right, for the few. All right. And until then, I'll see you guys. All right. I got a bag. I'm still tired, y'all. I got like 5 hours of sleep, 4 or 5. I woke up twice doing that. But Goku yelling, Chi Chi, Kame. Anyway, man, all the jokes aside, man, y'all are marvelous. Y'all are just wonderful individuals. Don't get too indoctrinated, but pay attention to everything. Just see it for what it is, all right? And trust me, you ain't gonna stop a damn thing. Nothing. I don't say that with a joyous heart. Well, y'all know where I stand. All right? Okay? And I ain't that serious. Nah. Just don't get in my fucking way, that's all. That's it. Other than that, everybody enjoy their festivities, whatever it may be. All right? I'll see you guys later. Women, men.